Numbers in astronomy. In astronomy, we deal with distances on a scale you may never have thought about before, with numbers larger than any you may have encountered. We adopt two approaches that make dealing with astronomical numbers a bit easier. First, we use a system for writing large and small numbers called scientific notation, or sometimes powers of 10 notation. This system is very appealing because it eliminates the many zeros that can seem overwhelming to the reader. In scientific notation, if you want to write a number such as 500 million, you express it as 5 times 10 to the 8th power. The small raised number after the 10, called an exponent, keeps track of the number of places we had to move the decimal point to the left to convert 500 million to 5. If you are encountering this system for the first time or would like a refresher, I suggest you look at this video for more information. The second way we try to keep numbers simple is to use a consistent set of units, the Metric International System of Units, or SI. The metric system is summarized in this video here. A common unit astronomers use to describe distances in the universe is a light year, which is the distance light travels during 1 year. Because light always travels at the same speed, and because its speed turns out to be the fastest possible speed in the universe, it makes a good standard for keeping track of distances. You might be confused because a light year seems to imply that we are measuring time. But this mix-up of time and distance is common in everyday life as well. For example, when your friend asks where the movie theater is located, you might say about 20 minutes from downtown. So, how many kilometers are there in a light year? Light travels at the amazing pace of 3 times 10 to the 5th power kilometers per second, which makes a light year 9.46 times 10 to the 12th power kilometers. You might think that such a large unit would reach the nearest star easily, but the stars are far more remote than our imaginations might lead us to believe. Even the nearest star is 4.3 light years away, more than 40 trillion kilometers. Other stars visible to the unaided eye are hundreds to thousands of light years away. Getting familiar with a light year. How many kilometers are there in a light year? Light travels 3 times 10 to the 5th power kilometers in 1 second. So let's calculate how far it goes in a year. There are 60 6 times 10 to the 1st power seconds in 1 minute, and 6 times 10 to the 1st power minutes in 1 hour. Multiply these together, and you find that there are 3.6 times 10 to the 3rd power seconds per hour. Thus, light covers 3 times 10 to the 5th power kilometers per second, multiplied by 3.6 times 10 to the 3rd power seconds per hour, which equals 1.08 multiplied by 10 to the 9th power kilometers per hour. There are 24, or 2.4 multiplied by 10 to the 1st power hours in a day, and 365.24 3.65 multiplied by 10 to the 2nd power days in 1 year. The product of these two numbers is 8.77 multiplied by 10 to the 3rd power hours per year. Multiplying this by 1.08 by 10 to the 9th power kilometers per hour gives us 9.46 by 10 to the 12th power kilometers per light year. That's almost 10 trillion kilometers that light covers in a year. To help you imagine how long this distance is, we'll mention that a string 1 light year long could fit around the circumference of the Earth 236 million times.